Hey guys, it's Rampage here with another battle. This one is against Premra1 from YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description. And this battle was a type of battle. Just because he used the Uber, and that really made me mad. And he didn't say he was going to use one. That was like, and I have rules in my description, in my channel. So yeah. So I was mad. So anyway, to the battle, I tricked him my choice scarf, and he's now locked in the Dragon Dance. So he's gonna basically switch, or he could keep Dragon Dancing, but that would be pointless. So, yep, he has to switch here. So I think I just go for the T-Wave on the switch, and he switches out into a Spirit Tom. That tune, you could obviously that's a Spirit Tom. So I go for the Thunder Wave on the Spirit Tune, and yeah, that's all that happened this turn. Nothing much to say. So after that, we both gonna eat our leftovers. Well, yeah, he has leftovers too. We're both gonna eat our leftovers, and I'm just gonna take a switch. Even though I probably should have stealth rock first, but I was sparing the dark type moves. But he goes for the curse, and that's very original, very unexpected for a ghost type to be carrying a curse. And you can see why, because it takes half of your HP, and on every turn it does a quarter HP to your opponent. So yeah, that caught me off guard. And now he just goes for a Shadow Sneak, gets some damage off, and he goes for and I go for the Flamethrower, and that will take him down to red. And the curse is going to be doing some bad damage to me, plus the sandstorm. So I have to switch out here now, because I don't want to die just yet. So I take a switch back in. Well, no, I take a switch into my Arcanine, and I get some Intimidate off on it on this Spirit Tune. And he goes for the Sucker Punch, but it fails, just like he does. Just kidding. I think I'm gonna just go for the Flamethrower after we're done healing, as it takes so slow to eat leftovers. Okay, so I think I just go for the Flamethrower to finish them off. So that's good. And now, Sandstorm is raging, because that's what it does. And he goes into his Gate Blissey, which is nowhere near better than Chansey, and I'm just going to my Mesprit, and he goes for the T-Wave on the switch, which is good for him, I guess, because that's what all Blissies do, because they're Blissies and not Chanseys. Chansey, if it was a Chansey, it would have went for a cool Thunder Wave on the switch. But since it's Blissey, it just goes for Thunder Wave on the switch. So, yep, that's all that happened. So now after that, he's gonna put up a light screen, and I'm gonna just lay up my stealth rocks, because those will help in the end, in the long run, because they're always helpful. So now this Gate Chansey's out with a light screen up, even though it really doesn't need it due to its already insane special defense and HP. Maybe it's up for its other part of the team, I don't know. So I'm gonna switch into my Claydol, and he's gonna go for the Thunder Wave on the switch, and it doesn't affect Claydol because it's a Blissey using it. If it was a Chansey, who knows, but I'm just kidding. So yep, I'm unaffected by the T-Wave, and I just go for the what's this move called, Earthquake, and do a nice chunk of damage to the Blissey, and he just goes for the Toxic. So now I figured out its moveset: T-Wave, Toxic, Light Screen, and well, no, I didn't figure out his moveset, but his fourth move was probably Soft Boil. Like, what chance he doesn't carry Soft Boil? So now I'm just go for another Earthquake and take as much damage as I can off this thing. And he predicts a switch probably, and goes for the T-Wave, because that doesn't do anything. So he's getting hurt by Sandstorm, and I'm just eating leftovers, getting hurt by poison. And yeah, that's all pretty much to it. And next turn, I'm gonna finish off this Blissey with an Earthquake. And that's exactly what I do. And it doesn't switch out, which is great because I just get to finish this thing off. So Blissey is down, and light screen wore off, which is great. So now he goes back out into his Tyranitar, and he goes for the Ice Fang, which is very unusual. It's unstabbed and all, but he should have Crunch, I think, more than Ice Fang. So I just go for the Explosion because that's what I do. That's what all Claydolls should do. And it takes a pretty nice chunk of damage off this thing. So now I go out into my Infernape to Vacuum Wave him for the kill. Even though it's in the Sandstorm, it's still 4 times resistant, and that Vacuum Wave is enough to finish off the Tyranitar. And I'm getting hurt by a Sandstorm. Looks like I have 2 more turns to live. So he switches out into his Garchomp, which is freaking uber, freaking gay, made me mad. And I switch out to Mesprit. I really don't know why, but I didn't want to lose my Infernape just yet. And he goes for the Dragon Claw, and that's all that happened that turn. And now he goes for the Crunch, and that will be enough to finish me off because it's super effective and whatnot from the Garchomp. That's uber. Arcanine, I switch out into Arcanine, get some Intimidate off, and now he's going to go for the EQ because that's expected, and that'll do a nice chunk of damage to my Arcanine. My Arcanine takes it. I wanted to take it better, but it is a Garchomp, and it's a stabbed Earthquake. And I go for the Will-O-Wisp, but I miss, which is crucial because if I would have hit that Will-O-Wisp, I know I would have been able to survive another Earthquake. So now I switch into my Infernape as Death Fodder, even though I probably didn't even have to do this. I could have probably switched into my Dragonite because I was predicting the Earthquake, but I just wasn't thinking at all because I was mad still. And now I switch back out into Arcanine to get some more Intimidate off. And so now I go out into my Dragonite and he goes for the Earthquake. And let's see what happens now. He goes for the Dragon Claw, but that won't do jack squat to me because I'm a Dragonite, and he has like how many Intimidates off? Like 3, 2? Yeah, so I'm able to take it nicely and set up a Dragon Dance. So now my Dragonite's looking pretty well, pretty okay. This is sweet, and I just go for the Outrage, and that will take out the Garchomp. So my non-Uber Dragonite beat the Uber Dragon. So that's great. So now he has 2 Pokemon left, and he shows me his Skarmory, and I was wondering why didn't he send this thing out before. And I just go, I'm locked in the Outrage, which is good for him because he's able to take that pretty nice. And he's going for Stealth Rocks just now. I was questioning him about this because it would have been better for him to set him up. Later on, but I mean earlier on, but he just didn't. So anyway, I snapped out of my confusion due to my Lumberry, and I just go for the Outrage again because I have nothing else to do. And that does a lot of damage due to a critical hit. And he's just going to roar me out into my Arcanine, and I'm almost going to die due to the what do I almost die to? Due to the Stealth Rocks. And I'm getting hurt by the Sandstorm as well, but Leftovers will cover that Sandstorm damage. So now I'm just going to try and finish this thing off with a Flamethrower because that's what it does, but he's faster than me and sets up his spikes. So I'm thinking this thing must be EV trained in speed and defense, I guess. But I still finish him off with the Flamethrower, which is great. And now he has 1 Pokemon left that I haven't seen, and I'm just hoping that I could beat it with my Lucario. because my Dragonite's going to die from Stealth Rocks, and so is my Arcanine. And his last Pokemon is Weavile, and my Lucario has Bullet Punch, so yep, this is a good game for me, I guess. I switch out in the Dragonite, and I survive with 1 HP. I did not see that coming at all. And he goes for Night Slash, gets a crit. That crit, obviously, that crit like freaking mattered so much. Just kidding. And I just got out to Arcanine. I thought I would get some Intimidate off, but you don't if you die before you even... Well, you don't if you die due to the Stealth Rock, so yeah. So now I just go out to my Lucario. I just go for the Bullet Punch, and that's a KO on the Weavile, which is a good game. Premra1, even though you cheated, hope to battle you again sometime without Ubers. Yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Peace.